So all sorts of positive reflections and feedback for Sister Janet and Brother Victor and their sharings from previously. And of course, the upcoming session is also by them as well.
然后他说，无名的背痛多年了，无数的检查都不知道原因发生在哪里。后来一个整级的师傅给他解释以后，叫他开始要去注意这样的一个保护。所以他说他自己是一个行动派，所以马上就动起来了。所以除了原先的一个运动，他对于自己呢，在这个部分也加入了一个能量，来训练自己的肌肉。 所以非常的感恩。他说，记得有一次第一次扭伤，治疗中医不知道道理，被提重物的时候，姿势是很重要的。但几年后又办一个小花盆，他又再次的一个受伤。不过现在
more written reflections related to the same sharing from previously. On the left, we have sharing from Sister Huang Hua from Beijing, and then on the right, we actually have a written reflection from Sister Janet and Brother Victor themselves, who had shared that session. So they actually have a session every month, and so this week is that session. So let us welcome them for their session this month.
亲爱的上人、金舍师父、全球的家人们，大家好。
Dharma Master Zheng Yin, Dharma Masters at the Abode, and Shijing family members all around the world. Hello to you all. I am Janet Yao, and I am Victor Jie. As I shared earlier, this weekly study group is a connection of love and inspiration. Not only with these written reflections, but with each sharing, with each story that's shared, this really sets off a cycle or a chain reaction of positive inspiration and positivity. Now, recently we had the opportunity, study group volunteers, to have a sharing with Dharma Master Zheng Yin. And I actually saw that there were just volunteers from all over the world, including from Turkey, Malaysia, United States, Japan, Taiwan, all over. This time, I not only participated in the sharing, I also learned a lot from the different sharings from the other volunteers. For example, Sister Ling Qiuming from Yilan actually shared in Taiwanese the whole time. And she really was so good at Taiwanese, even if there was some vocabulary that she didn't necessarily know very well. And I remember that Dharma Master Zheng Yin, during this session, actually took the opportunity to share some guidance with folks on perhaps different ways to use certain vocabulary. And so I felt that I learned a lot from sharing as well. I also saw that there was somebody from our Japanese translation team. She actually married a Taiwanese husband and moved to Taiwan. She is not only really good at Japanese, but her Mandarin Chinese is also really, really good. So you can really see that love allows us or enables us to conquer anything. I've also seen that a lot of youth, younger folks, have also stepped in to join Sister Mei Yun's team, and you've seen that they have improved so much over time as well. One other thing I noticed was that in the Jingsi abode, behind Sister Mei Yun, you can actually see that that fan, that electric fan blowing. And so you can see how environmental the Jingsi abode is, because no matter how hot it is, they're not turning on the air conditioner, they're instead using electric fans like that. Now, one of the volunteers that participate in our weekly study groups is Sister Chou Yu, who actually is responsible for both editorial work for the written reflections as well as just written translations. And so, you know, she's shouldered so many different responsibilities, and her work allows everyone around the world to be able to understand what's going on in our study group in so many different languages, 19 total languages now for written translations. And then we also heard from Sister Ciyao from the Dominican Republic. She also actually does Spanish translation, and it's a different level of difficult task because they don't translate directly from Chinese. They actually have to translate from the English translation of the original Chinese. So it's just another layer. And then there's also Brother Haiwen from Malaysia, who shared that a lot of our oral translations, who shared that a lot of the oral translators also have the opportunity to share written reflections after the sessions are over, which gives them an opportunity to share their reflections as well. So I actually really want to share my gratitude to the group of very committed and dedicated volunteers from mainland China who every week participates in our study groups in various different ways. For example, Sister Wang Hui from Shandong Weihai, every single week she writes written reflections for us. And some weeks she actually writes up to 5 different of these written sharings. And so I really I'd like to invite her to share with us about why she is so committed to having written reflections every week. Hi everyone, I am Wang Hui from Shandong Weihai. Today I want to share why I am so determined to write reflections every week. From joining 2 years ago with the study group, I have insisted on writing at least 1 written reflection every week. This year, I've actually increased that to 2 every week. And at one point, at my max, I wrote 5 every week. So at this point, I've written probably close to 100 reflections and close to 50,000 characters in total. Some people say that writing 1 written reflection is not difficult. What's difficult is keeping up with this every single week. So I started reflecting too. Why is it that I'm able to do this? What is my motivation? And I started to think that, for one, it's because I'm a language arts teacher for elementary students. So I like reading and writing. I want to improve my writing abilities. I don't need to be the most exceptional writer in the world. I also don't mind if I'm just an average writer, but I know that as long as I continue to persist, I will improve my writing abilities. Another aspect is because the content every week from all of the speakers is just so wonderful. And Dharma Master Tseng Yin teaches us that it encourages us to always create positive affinities with others. So through writing these written reflections, I hope to create these positive affinities with these speakers and our listeners all over the world. This also gives me an opportunity to absorb all of the positivity and all the inspirations from all of the sharings to better open my heart and improve myself. I do have one more reason as well, and that is to repay the love and care from Sister Mei Yun and Sister Janet. In these years since joining Shijing, I felt that the path has not always been smooth. I've felt that I've encountered many challenges and difficulties, and at times I felt very, very discouraged. But it was actually because of their consistent encouragement and confidence that gave me warmth and to see the potential in myself. And so I felt that a lot of these writing of these reflections is something that has been very healing for me as well. And I hope that through my writings, we can allow our study group to thrive and become better and better. And not only do I write myself, I also encourage my family members to write as well. And while accompanying them to grow, I myself am growing in that process as well. Thank you so much to everyone. Yes, thank you to Sister Wang Hui. Now there is also another volunteer. There's another volunteer who writes, every week you've seen that we have written summaries of the prior week's sessions written in this poetic format. And one of these volunteers in mainland China who has helped with these written reflections is Sister Shijing, and she persists despite many challenges in her life. So let's hear her sharing. Hi everyone. I am Shijing from Beijing. Okay, some audio issues here.
时金，你那边不要播放哈，要不然会2个音轨从我这里播。
我是北京志工周蕊欣。首先，我要感恩姚诗晶师姐，她是我生命中
I am Shijing from Beijing. First, I need to thank Sister Janet Yao. she is someone who I feel so fortunate to have in my life. She's the one who led me to join these weekly study groups. This weekly study group has opened my eyes to all of the dedicated volunteers and their sharings from all over the world. And I feel that I have learned so much. And it has helped me to become more committed to walking this path of Shijing. So when I first started writing these poetic summaries, at the time, really, I felt that I was just not very skilled. I didn't do a very good job. But with the encouragement of Sister Janet, I persisted and I continued to write, and I felt that I improved more and more over time. In 2021, Sister Janet actually pulled together a group of us volunteers in mainland China to write these poetic summaries every week. And so we worked together and we encouraged each other. And Sister Janet actually asked me, why is it that once these study groups end every week, you're able to give us these poetic summaries so quickly? And I tell her that every week for these study groups, I give my full attention. I actually have a younger brother who has disabilities and is not able to care for himself. So every week before these study groups, I make sure that everything that my little brother needs is taken care of and arranged for so that I can focus completely on the study group. And I know that I make sure that I can persist in this way. I really enjoy the Dharma joy, or I'm really grateful for the Dharma joy that I feel through these sessions. I love Sister Mei Yun's hosting every week, and I respect all of the sharings from all of the brothers and sisters around the world. I feel that I've learned so much and gained so much positive inspiration. I really love this weekly study group. I really love the brothers and sisters from all over the world. I love being with all of you because all of you have such positive energy. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you to Sister Wang Hui and Sister Zhou Ruixing for their very sincere sharings. So, Dharma Master Zheng Yin shares with us that when the Dharma has entered our minds and our hearts, and when the Dharma has become the essence of our being, this state can give rise to the limitless. And we know that a lot of this writing has the ability to leave the history of Shiji to the next generation. So it's not only valuable, it's critical. And so really through this sharing with Dharma Master Zheng Yin this time, I felt that I took away so much positive inspiration myself. And so again, setting off this chain reaction or this cycle of love and positive inspiration all around the world. Thank you, everyone.
还有周蕊欣，但是今天呢，不但是听到、看到，而且还听到他们讲心中的一个感言哦。
So, a lot of the times we hear of Sister Wang Hui and Sister Zhou Ruixing and either their written reflections or these poetic summaries. And today you get to hear about their experiences as well. So thank you so much to them, and really grateful that we were able to hear their stories today as well. And some of the messages that are being left online as well, I believe, are also sharing on this session already, and encouraging more folks to share their thoughts either through messages with us online or written reflections. Yes, once again, let's thank Sister Janet and Brother Victor.
因为诗经文经的一个带动，让我们想到我们2023年即将会再多一个这样的单元，所以让我们的忠实书友，不过你们要常常写，我们才知道忠实书友在哪边哈。那希望也来分享你参加读书会的一个好回应善效应哈。那接下来就是活络筋骨，每次2小时以后总要来动一动。